Alright, we are on section 1110, volume of cylinders. And if you look at the formula, you can see that it is, first of all, pi times the radius squared times the height. Okay? That's what this is. Pi times the radius squared times the height. This right here, what's underlined, is the area of the circle. And if you recall on our previous lesson, we had to find the area of the base. Well, that's exactly what you have to do first. And since the area of our base is a circle, that's why we use this formula. Then you're going to multiply it by the height on how tall it is. Okay? So if you want to take a second and copy this down, make certain that you have all the correct information there, then you can move on we'll move on to the next screen. So go ahead and hit pause and copy that down. Alright, so again, this is my area of that circle. The height is going to be how tall that cylinder actually is. So let's try a problem. Okay, and again, make sure you write the formula down before we solve. So again, my formula is going to be pi times the radius squared times the height. Okay, so now it's a matter of just simply plugging this information in. So pi, that's going to represent my 3.14. My radius, if we go back up here, we can pick, sometimes it'll be on the top, sometimes it'll be on the bottom, the information pertaining to that area of the circle. This case, it is going to be 4, and that is the radius. So we're going to multiply that by 4, and that is squared, times the height, which is 10.5. Now again, 3.14 times 4 squared is not 8, it is 16 times my 10.5. Now you can just simply type that into your calculator. And 3.14 times 16 times 10.5 gives me a total of 527 and 52 hundredths. Now again, we're always rounding to the nearest tenths, so that would be my 5, so it's 527 and 5 tenths. And we are discussing this as centimeters for the unit of measurement, and it is volume that we are trying to find. So it is cubic centimeters for this. Okay. Probably the biggest issue that you have to make certain of for this problem is determining what they gave you. Did they give you the diameter, or did they give you the radius, and apply it to that? So let's go ahead and do this next problem. And I'm going to let you hit pause and you can compare answers. Well, once again, we want to put the formula pi times the radius squared times h. So now we've got to take 3.14 times, well, did they give us the radius or did they give us the diameter? And in this case, they gave us the diameter because it does go completely across the circle. So we are going to then take half of this, so we're going to have to divide it by 2 to get your 3.5. That is the radius from this point to this point, outside edge. So 3.5, and you can put squared, or you can do another 3.5. Sometimes that's a little easier for some. And then times the height, which is how tall this cylinder would be, which is 14 and 8 tenths. Okay, so now you can simply, again, plug that into your calculator. 3.14 times 3.5 times 3.5 times 14 and 8 tenths. And you get a total of 569 and 282 thousandths. And again, you're going to round to the nearest tenth. So it's going to be 569 and 3 tenths, and it is centimeters, and it's cubic centimeters because of volume. Okay, pretty short lesson today. Again, it's a matter of using the formula and using that correctly, so please make certain that you have that written down, and it's just a matter of plugging it in. So if you have any other questions, please write them down and we'll discuss it further. Have a great evening.